Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I am back again after a long weekend of celebrating Halloween. And by a long weekend, I mean I really only celebrated Halloween one night of the whole weekend. But if you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, or where else did I post that? Just Twitter and Instagram. I dressed up as Velma from Scooby-Doo for Halloween. It was quite a blast. I went to a party hosted by a friend of mine and just had a genuinely great time. Although, did probably have a little too much to drink and did have to wake up the next day and go participate in the gay volleyball league I'm in. So that was quite certainly a choice, but I had a really good time and it was such a joy to just, you know, be with friends and be spoopy. But also, so much has happened in the old girl world while I was celebrating this weekend. Amberlynn actually posted 2 separate videos, one of which I'm not gonna react to just for purposes of time and entertainment. It wasn't that interesting. The title was something like CT scan, keto flu, something or another, and nothing interesting happened, except she did just want to let you all know she and wifey have sex, so I'll include a clip of that here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I look...
Like you just said so?
Stop right now. Okay, what are the ingredients? What are the ingredients? Oh my god, my cheeks are flushed.
I can't give you the ingredients.
I get the sex flush. People hate me.
But otherwise, pretty boring. She got a CT scan. I think the video we are gonna watch today has the results of said CT scan, maybe, potentially. And she talked about how she didn't get keto flu. And that's pretty much it, I guess. I mean, more stuff happened, but that's everything you need to know for this coming video. But before we get to that, I did want to cover some of the nonsense from Amberlynn Reid this past weekend in terms of striking another channel and go over all of that. So if you're not interested in that and you just want to see me react to the latest Amberlynn Reid video, I'll of course have timestamps down below in the description box so you can click around to whichever part of the story you want to hear. So prior to this weekend, Amberlynn, to my knowledge, has only ever actually struck one other channel with a copyright strike. That was Apathetic Faxx, and I did cover that when it happened here on my channel, so I'll also try to leave a link to that down below or in the little iCard that pops up, I think, right over here, so that you can go check that out and see how much my opinion has or hasn't changed about things since then. But basically, Apathetic Faxx was a channel that did more compilation than it did like reacting or commentary. What they would do is like splice together a bunch of her clips, or really when they got started, they were doing extremely cut down versions of Amberlynn's live streams so that if you didn't want to sit through and watch all the boring stuff, you could find all the interesting things that happened in her live streams. And now Amberlynn has struck another channel that's very similar to that. Their name is Bottle, and Bottle basically does pretty much kind of the same thing and also loops in a couple of other clips and things like that, or will like refer back to old clips of Amberlynn, or like put in clips from like popular TV shows, things like that, to, I guess, transform the videos. My thoughts about both of those types of channels, or both of those channels in general, is one, I don't actively watch either of them, although I am aware of them, familiar with them, but two, that I don't know, I think there could be some grounds for questions about whether or not it's really transforming content and whether or not it really is like fair use, because for instance, I just clicked on one of Bottle's videos because I hadn't watched them before, and it was the video that I most recently reacted to, and it was pretty much just her video with the boring parts cut out. Like, they did add some like layers of text over the video and things like that, but overall it could have just been her video pretty much for the most part. Now, whether or not I think Amberlynn should be striking channels or is doing everything in good faith, as she says, and we'll get to her post about this in a second. I don't know. So let's just take a look at what Amberlynn has had to say about these things, and then I'll give you my thoughts about all of those things. So I had heard some rumblings that Amberlynn had struck the channel, and actually Bottle did post something probably like 7-8 hours before Amberlynn posted anything about the situation, saying that they had been struck. But Amberlynn finally posted, probably after people were like coming for her in her comments on Instagram and everything. And Amberlynn did finally post this message on her community tab. She posted, "Add more uniqueness." Perfectly said. That is all I want. Taking my videos only hours after I uploaded it every single time, editing out a few words and editing in a few words is not allowed on YouTube. Before I striked Bottle, I made sure to see if what I was doing was in good faith, and it was. Bottle is the second person I have ever striked in the 10 years I have been on YouTube. I have learned more about copyright, striking, etc. since last time, and I am not going to strike Bottle again because I do not want their channel to be taken down, and I don't want them to stop making the content they enjoy. I simply want them to make their videos more unique. Create something that isn't just my newest video over again with a few extra clips thrown in or out. It isn't fair, and it isn't fair use. Period. And so I mean, there's a lot to say about that, right? Like, first of all, I know a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, it's struck, not striked. And I have to give her a little bit of a pass just myself, because every time I've covered a lot of copyright conversations on YouTube between Amberlynn, between Nikocado Avocado once, between Chantal. I've talked about copyright striking a lot on this channel, and I personally, for some reason, saying struck sometimes sounds weird or not right to me, so I'm not gonna drag her for that, but I do hear and see all of you that did drag her for that, okay? But also know you might have to drag me if I say the wrong thing in this video. But also, on top of that, my main concern with all of this is that if you 100% feel like this was in good faith and that you are in the right for doing this, then I don't understand why you're not pursuing things more. And she's going to get more into that. I'm going to read some comments because she was very heavily responding to people in the comments section of this community post. But I don't understand why you wouldn't pursue this. If you really believe this is wrong, why would you not go after it? Why would you not do anything? Because she's gonna say like, oh, I can't do that because people would be so mad at me, blah, 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 blah. Well, people are already mad at you that you struck this channel to begin with. So like, I feel like, why would you not commit? Why would you not go with it all the way? And that's my issue, because she's really not using the copyright system for what it's intended, which it is broken, just for the record. I don't think it's perfect at all. I think it needs a lot of help from YouTube to like revamp it, because it gets abused all the time. I don't think that you're using it as it's intended when you're like, well, even though I think every single video of theirs is taking my channel and my content without my permission, like, I'm just sending a message. This is about sending a message. It's not about taking down the person who's doing the thing that I truly believe is wrong. And I'm not sitting here advocating, say, let's take down this channel, but I'm like, if that's what you think is wrong, like, you think that all of their content is wrong, then I'll understand like what your purpose is here, outside of just trying to intimidate some people, you know? So let's go through some of these comments from her. Somebody said, why strike rather than a DM? I agree, it must be frustrating that people are either so over you that they need a condensed version of what you put out or refuse to give you a view. Be honest, this post is damage control because you thought you could be malicious and not be found out. Which I do think it's interesting, because I feel like she didn't say anything publicly about this until after probably people started coming to her because Bottle posted about it. And I think, like, from a PR perspective, if she really wanted to do this, like, I don't understand why she didn't get ahead of it and just say, like, hey, you're going to hear that I did this to a channel. It's true, and here's the reasons why. It does feel a little after the fact. But her response was, LMFAO, I knew people would find out, and I don't care if they do. I am not a malicious person. I'm just trying to navigate this whole situation by doing what is right. Which is interesting because I also don't think that they really answered the original question, which was why strike rather than sending a DM. But also, I don't know what kind of like personal information or contact information Bottle has. And I also don't know that that's like, I mean, that might be nice, but it's not required by YouTube at all. Although I will say, I know that she had back and forth interaction with apathetic faxx back when that situation happened, where they were talking, I think maybe through email with one another about how to resolve the situation. Another person, speaking of apathetic faxx, says, AF makes your non-tent bearable to watch. Have you written and sent her a thank you note yet? And Amberlynn responded, be careful with comments like this. Ooh, I'm so scared, Amberlynn. Be careful with comments like this. Taking viewers from a channel by using said channel's content is against terms of service. If you like certain channels so much, I would advise you not saying things like this. Which I do think is interesting because even in my comment section, I get a wide variety of people who are like, hey, I just happened to find you. I have no idea who Amberlynn is. I just really enjoy your content, so I've never actually gone to her channel to watch it. Other people who say that they watch both my content and Amberlynn's content. And also people who say that they just prefer to watch me over her. And I do think it's like kind of like weird territory. But I could see, especially in the case of like apathetic faxx and Bottle, where like they really are producing an exact like almost exact replica of what Amberlynn is producing. But I think Amberlynn really shoots herself in the foot when she sends out these like vague, like not really scary, but kind of ominous threats of like, be careful with comments like this. It's like, okay, girl, and what are you gonna do about it? And what are you gonna do about it? Because you can't even follow through with like actually taking down a channel. Like, I doubt you're gonna actually go take Bottle to court to do something over this copyright situation. So like, what are you gonna do about it, bestie? Another person said, went and looked up Bottle, and it's literally just your videos mashed together. You're too nice. I'd strike them. And this is the part I was talking about earlier, because she says, I get harassed if I try to save my channel by even mumbling the word strike. Okay, but then you still did it anyways, which is my point. So, like, why not fully commit? Like, if you're gonna go be the villain that everybody thinks you are, then why not just fully commit to doing what would actually, potentially, in your mind, help your channel? You know, that's what I don't understand. And then another person says, I mean, you still get harassed either or, so might as well start taking channels down and they'll back off. And Amberlynn said, I'm not here to take food off of people's tables. I just want people to be fair and do what is right. Which I think is interesting when people talk about the striking system taking food off people's tables and stuff like that. There was once upon a time where I tweeted in support of like having a person's channel taken down because they were like posting the most heinous, hateful shit about people. A lot of people were like, I can't believe you took food off that person's table. And it's just like, just with any job, okay, and again, not justifying any of Amberlynn's actions, just really commenting on this as a concept. But just like any job, if you go and show up to work and you do things that are against the rules at work, like, you are responsible for that. That's your choice. And if you get fired and lose your job because you didn't follow the rules of your job, that's on you, bestie. So again, I guess really what this is speaking to is like, why Amberlynn is concerned, like, she's such a rule follower, right? Like, it's so important that people understand that this is against terms of service, but then doesn't compute that, like, oh, well, that's what happens at jobs, right? People lose their job. I don't know. I'm not advocating, again, for Bottle to lose their channel. I'm more so just, like, trying to point out how, like, Amberlynn's logic, reasoning, and approach to this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Another person said, copyright striking isn't a way for you to slap someone on the wrist. It's promising legal action. If you're not willing to go to court and you're just bluffing with the promise of it, that's also against YouTube's terms. As much as they hate copyright infringement, they also hate false striking. And Amberlynn said, luckily I didn't false strike. I agree. I think like she in good faith believes that this person is stealing her content. I do believe that. But I don't think she understood fully what this person was saying, which is if you don't actually have the intention of taking the people you're striking to court, then you're not using the copyright system in the way it was intended to be used. You know what I'm saying? Another person said, girl, the last time you tried this, you know everyone was against you. Why try your luck again? You aren't making yourself into a sympathetic figure. Fix yourself before you go after others. And another person said, in this case, she is right. It's pure laziness. And the original poster said, and Amber's content isn't pure laziness. She literally has asked her audience for years to come up with ideas for her. And Amberlynn said, it doesn't matter if my content is lazy or not. It is my content, period. And I don't disagree with her. I don't disagree that, like, it doesn't matter if her content is lazy or not. But I also don't know if I believe that that was the point the person was trying to make. I think the person was just trying to say is, like, it's all lazy content. It's all low effort content, whether or not it's coming straight from Amberlynn or not. Now, I agree. I don't know if that matters when it comes to like whether legally they can take her content or not. But I think Amberlynn missed the point, and that's what I'm enjoying pointing out today in all of these posts. And then just in the replies of some other comments, I just wanted to share this little message from Amberlynn Reed, where she elaborated on what I just talked about earlier, where she doesn't believe that this is a false strike, okay? She said, that was not a false strike, lol. I'm not going to strike them anymore unless they continue to use my content how they have been. Every YouTuber has the right to do so. No other community would stand by this, but somehow since I'm so hated and my content is so boring, y'all have made it okay to steal someone's content and make it their own. Well, I don't make the rules. YouTube does. YouTube does not allow others to steal content and rely on it for their channel. That is why there is a copyright system, a striking system, and a whole section in my YouTube Creator Studio dedicated to showing me all the videos that my content is in, and the percentage, hence allowing me to strike them. This cult-like behavior has truly brainwashed a lot of you, and it is kind of scary. And I don't know that any of this is cult-like behavior, because like for it to be a cult, there has to be like somebody leading the way and directing people to think a certain type of way, and probably a lot more stuff is going to be needed to make it cult-like behavior. It's mostly just that everybody agrees and disagrees with you, and that does not make a cult whatsoever. But also, y'all know how I feel about her comparing herself to other YouTubers and YouTube communities, as though there aren't other YouTubers out there that have had issues with people taking their content. Like, there are whole channels that do what like Bottle and Apathetic Faxx do for like Trisha Paytas and Nick Ocado, for instance, just to name people that I have watched in the past and have seen compilations of. And so to say that no other YouTuber or YouTube community has dealt with stuff like this is just like factually not correct. But her and Chantal both like to like say that all the time, and I just think it's so goofy. It's absolutely so goofy to act like she is like some unique island on YouTube that nobody else has ever experienced this before. It's just a her problem. And it's fascinating to me. So overall, I've talked about this probably far too long, and we still have a video to react to. But overall, like, do I think that there are possible arguments that could be made that Bottle is not participating in fair use? Yes, and that's how I felt about Apathetic Faxx. I know it's not a popular opinion in this corner of the internet, but it is really how I feel, and I'm not advocating for their channels to get taken down or struck in anyways. But what I do find silly is that Amberlynn's doing herself no favors here. She handles this in the worst possible way ever. Like, you know, there would be something to be said if she could just stick to her guns and be like, yes, I really believe this is bad. I'm standing by that. And that's why I'm striking multiple videos that I believe have stolen my content. And if they want to resolve this, they can take down that content and start making different ones. Like, that would be one thing. Like, would she still be the villain? Yes, I think people would still look at her very negatively for doing that. But at least she would be actually standing for something. In this case, all she's doing is wagging her finger and saying like, oh, you big meanie, if you don't stop what you're doing, I might do it again. And it's just so weak to me. It's just so goofy. I mean, we know Amberlynn's trying to get in that Goofy movie reboot, but it's just very silly. So anyways, that brings us to today's reaction, which is to her most recent video. She posted it yesterday on October 30th, and it's called CT Scan Results, World Market Haul, and Telfar Purse. So, very excited. I'm hoping that since there is a haul and a probably what's in my bag situation, that means that the CT scan results are chill, things are good. Or, you know, in recent history, she's put health stuff in the title and then not mentioned it to the very end, and then it's like very bad stuff. So who knows what's gonna happen, but I'm curious to find out, curious to see. So let's get to, shall we?
Hello, welcome to a new video.
Here we are.
So I am just about to do my makeup.
Oh, stunning.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and to the point, but we are using my new foundation brush.
Oh, good.
So I am pretty excited about that. And
I can tell.
Because this was over $20. I don't think I've ever brought...
It's over $20, and wifey/Feline/ your girlfriend bought it for you, so why do you care?
Bought a makeup brush that was that expensive, but...
Wifey bought it.
The last minute,
But
Feline actually bought all my makeup for me.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought.
It was so sweet. So she's the one who technically bought the super expensive brush. I am actually getting ready because I have my doctor's appointment.
Yeah, let's get to.
I just felt like putting on makeup.
What I'm here for. Would like to hear the update. I hope you're doing okay.
I like to look presentable when I go in public, and 9 times out of 10, I don't.
I think you look fine.
I went through an era. I don't know if like you guys went through this era too.
I didn't.
Like if you wear makeup.
I don't wear makeup, so I definitely didn't go through this era, but okay.
I would never leave the house without makeup on. This era started in high school. Wait. She's going to the doctor. This is just a stupid thing from the last video that I didn't react to. But she made this whole big ordeal, and I'm not a big ordeal at all, but she did make a point to say that she didn't wear foundation that day because she was going to be wearing a mask at the hospital to get her CT scan. And so she said, why wear foundation? Why put on foundation if I'm just going to be wearing a mask and it's going to rub off in my mask? Which makes a lot of sense to me. So why is she putting on foundation now when she's got to be wearing a mask all day? I'm 17 years old, and it lasted for maybe until I was around like 22. So it lasted about 5 years where I just would not go in public without a little bit of something. I feel like that's kind of a bad habit. I don't know.
Why is that a bad habit?
For myself. Like if you're like that, then... you know, that's fine.
I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad habit. Like caring about how you present yourself when you walk outside is not the end of the world. I think you probably have worse bad habits than that, bestie.
For myself, it just didn't, I don't know, it just felt like, come on. Why are you so afraid for people to see your true face?
Sure.
Because makeup is like an art, like truly. It like transforms someone's face, like wholeheartedly.
Ooh, okay. Tap them feet.
Okay, you guys. So, good news.
What is it? Tell me the news.
I have tissue in my hand because...
you were crying.
I started crying. It was just like a few tears. Then it made my doctor have a tear. And then it made...
What? One single tear. Your doctor squeezed out a single tear.
Feline have a tear. And we all
another single tear.
I was thanking my doctor for just listening to me through everything, because I've had so many doctors who just like don't take me seriously.
Okay.
And I don't know. Finally found a doctor who just like is phenomenal and listens to me. And good news, the nodule isn't there. They think that I really did just have like pneumonia because I did take 2 different types of antibiotics.
Not perfect that you had pneumonia, but perfect that like it's not something more serious.
Antibiotics at the exact same time, and the fluid has drastically improved.
Stunned.
So
Amazing.
I think that, well, my doctor thinks that they confuse my fluid with a nodule because I don't have one. So
I just want to say though, like, are we not upset that there's now another update? Obviously not, because it's obviously something that's good news, better news. But like, I just want to remind Amberlynn, even in the good news, that like this is how the health sciences work. This is how medicine works. Like, you gather more information, more data, more resources, evidence, and then you make the best diagnosis you can, and things change over time when you learn new information, when you watch what happens, when you treat things. So I just want to remind you that even in the good news, this is how it works, and I hope you continue to be healthy and everything, but like this is how getting a diagnosis works.
I don't know, I just feel so lucky and grateful. This has been such a scary time for me, and
yeah, I'm sure it has.
Flea's coming. I have to walk downstairs. I just feel so grateful. I have to walk like weird because still my ankle's kind of wonky.
Or the ankle. We're still talking about the ankle.
I had to like immediately tell you guys because I just feel so much better. You have no idea. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait to tell my mom because she's been so worried. So we're at the good old World Market. I've been here in years.
I do like a World Market moment.
Look at how cute. I think I was obsessed with her.
Y'all, I feel like they are just like really like stereotypical lesbians. They have so much nude body or body form or like body, you know what I'm talking about. They have so many things like this in their home. I actually don't know if that's a lesbian stereotype, but it just feels like it might be.
Only $16.
Better get it.
She has a little blemish. Her titty's dirty.
What do you know about a dirty titty?
Yeah. This stuff is cute. Like, this is kind of cute.
Is it?
In a weird way.
Is it?
You guys, look at these erasers.
Oh, those are cute. Those are
like
fun.
A bag of avocados.
I will say the last time I was at a World Market, they had so much like silly, goofy stationery things that I feel like Amberlynn is probably in heaven. She probably is obsessed. She's probably getting ready to journal. She's probably going to buy a couple journals, a couple pens.
That's so cute.
Oh, is that wifey's booty? Is that your booty, wifey? Oh, Twinkie store.
Holmesies. Hi.
Little twonk. Little twonk.
I want to show you guys what I got from World Market. Okay, so first things first. We got some green curry. We already did the carbs on it and all that, so don't you worry.
Okay,
it was so hard being a woman.
I was a little worried about my keto queen, but I'm glad you're looking at the carbs.
World Market on a keto moment because there were some things we wanted.
I'm sure.
We got some pickles. I did get a couple gifts.
Like what?
For someone, so ignore that. We got some.
Well, I could have just ignored it, and you could have just not said anything about it. You could have just not put it in there.
Salami. We got some genwa, garlic, and black pepper.
Not the genwa. Not the You looked at Genoa. I'm not even sure it's Genoa or Genoa. Let me just. How do you pronounce Genoa salami?
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of the sport city and the capital city of northwest Italy's Liguria region. How to go about pronouncing it? Note that this is the English name of the city. In Italian, the city is called Genova, with a V between the O and the A. But in Italian, this is to be pronounced Genoa. Genoa. Pretty straightforward. Genoa.
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 Well, that's the name of the, like, city that this salami comes from. But Genoa, bestie, Genoa!
Genoa. And she got a lamb salami. My ass will not be touching that.
Why?
Well,
I would hope your ass wouldn't touch it. That would be kind of weird.
No. We also got some oil because we needed some more. So we got the olive oil from Spain.
Okay, stunned.
Mild and buttery. So cranes are special to Feline.
Cranes?
So not only that, but this matched my Christmas decor. So she got this really pretty sparkly crane. It's
wow.
on the tree.
So pretty.
It's so beautiful. And then, folks, we got the titties.
Oh, wow.
We did. We got the titties. She might have a little titty blemish,
wait, what was that noise? Did y'all hear that?
Folks, we got the titties. We did. We got the titties. She might.
Was that somebody farting? Did somebody farting and shitting and pissing? What was that noise?
I have a little titty blemish, but don't we all? And then, of course...
Speak for yourself, bestie. My titties are great.
The flowers don't match my decor per se because of the purple, but I kind of like it. I think it's cute. One last thing is... We're actually about to make taco salad. I'm like...
I love taco salad.
So hungry. And so is she, so... We're starved. We haven't ate today. This is eucalyptus bath and shower oil with a beautiful little eucalyptus plant. Like,
I appreciate that she's back to the I haven't ate today, I haven't eaten today. like, girly, I don't understand the thing about, like, not eating before you go places and do things. Like, why are you waiting until so late in the day to eat? I don't know. My hungry ass couldn't.
Okay, you guys, so I think it's time that I change my purse. I've been using... I've been using this Telfar purse.
Yeah.
Feline got me.
She sure did. I saw some people, obviously I knew that the Telfar purse thing was coming because it's in the title of the video, so I don't feel spoiled in this way, but I saw some people talking about it on Twitter, talking about, like, who, like, called that she would do this, because if you don't know, Telfar is particularly a popular brand in the black community. It's made by a black person, like a black person owns the company, and it's, like, high-end purses for, like, a little bit cheaper than, like, a lot of, like, designer bags and things like that, but they're also still very hard to get. It's primarily black folks who buy it and purchase it, and so a lot of people are like, are we surprised that, like, Amberlynn's taking this on? Which, like, no. But two, she has had this Telfar for a long time, because I remember bringing it up, or her bringing it up a long time ago, because wifey got it for her, so... I don't know. I mean, they're very nice bags, and lots of people really like them. So that's very nice of wifey.
There's kind of just, like, a lot of stuff in it.
It's a huge bag.
Just, like, threw in
it's a huge bag for Amberlynn, who's usually carrying around, like, a little mini backpack. But is this going to be a what's in my bag thing? Because I would love to see it.
I have a bigger purse. That's just what I do. So I'm going to switch from the Telfar.
Uh-huh.
Literally just some cheapo purse.
Perfect.
That I've had forever.
Stunning.
I usually switch purses more often.
I would say keep using the Telfar. It's a lot cuter than this, in my opinion.
I'm obsessed with the Telfar, and she also got me Telfar earrings. I have so much shit in here, so I'm about to show you. I wish this was a joke. So let me just pull it all out. In my side pocket, I have a Carmax.
Oh, so quirky.
Shit, I'm gonna use right now. I love this stuff. How it smells, feels, looks. A $5 bill, a $1 bill. Now in the big section. You'd think I was trolling. I'm not trolling. When I say I'm not trolling, it means I'm not trolling.
What? Okay, alright, yeah. I totally trust you there, bestie.
I've been lugging this around.
Also, why would I think you were trolling about carrying around a book? Like, you allegedly like to read. That doesn't seem trolly to me at all.
This is Alex and Ada, the complete collection.
I feel like that's Ada.
This book is called Kiss Number 8. Obviously, my wallet's in there.
Obviously.
Just has the typical. And then I carry this around. You're Mine. Literally, the first week I met Feline, she gave me that. And I had it in there for that long.
Wow,
Some Tylenol.
so romantical.
This has been in there since I was having really bad shoulder pain like a month ago. Like, really bad.
Okay.
So I had to take Tylenol, ibuprofen.
I also feel like it's very normal for people to carry pain medicine like Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever it is, in their purse. Like, why are you acting like this is some unique, quirky trait?
Oh my god, she's empty! She is empty.
Oh my god. Oh wow, what a quirky queen.
It's called the empty dance. Now I'm just
I love my quirky keto queen. Bow down, bitches.
gonna take some of this, like the priorities, and put it in here. I'm not gonna like bore you guys, but I know I like watching.
You're not gonna bore. Listen, don't strike me for saying that this video in particular has been very boring, because I know that's important to you when you think about what transformative content is or isn't. But ma'am, this whole video, one giant snooze fest, girly. You're worried about not boring us? You already did. You already did. I cut out probably the majority of it. I mean, obviously I'm saying this before I edited all of that, but I'm sure that I didn't even include most of the content from the bag, from the Telfar.
Videos of people like showing what's in their purse. I figured I would do the same.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, you better thank me for sitting through that today on this here day. Ooh, y'all. Well, damn. That was not a very exciting video. So maybe, I'm not into the speculation or conspiracy theories, but maybe she just wanted to drum up some drama, striking bottle. Because I also have to say, why this weekend? Why right now? I don't want to speculate too much, but after that snooze fest of a video, she's got to do everything she can to make her channel interesting. Damn, girly. Damn. Well, I hope the next one's better. And I also want to say I'm happy she got good news regarding her health. Always happy to hear good news like that for people. So, way to go, Amberlynn. I hope you will continue to monitor your health and take it seriously. I want the best for you. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, and you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to also leave a comment, hit like, click share. Follow me on all my social media, including Twitch, where I stream other silly reactions, including my gaming channel, where I'm going to start posting again here very shortly, and checking out my merch down below. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!